we always try and get the 50-50 split. Would you rather know how to play guitar or piano? And Josh remembered to do the poll, and so now we're about to see what the answer is, and you're seeing it on the screen right now. 65% said piano and 35% said guitar.
I think that is accurate.
I do too. I think that's exactly what I would think that the answer would be. You know,
Because people have a recognition that piano is harder to play than guitar.
you're right.
So if you got to pick one to be good at doing, then you would go with piano because it takes more effort to get good at piano. So if you just be good at piano without the effort, then that's a better use of time.
So you're saying piano is harder to play than guitar?
Oh yeah.
See, this is what we need to... Let me tell you this right now, Josh. Okay, I don't know if that's true because I was watching my neighbor's cat,
Okay.
and she has a piano.
Okay.
So I got a book from her seat, and she's got these books. So I got a piano book, and I just sat there, and I wanted to see, just reading this book. I can't play piano, but just reading this book, can I start playing something? And I was able to.
Okay.
So I'm like, is this a me thing, or is this it's just laid out so nicely? You on guitar, it's like, okay, this is A sharp, B, and then it changes on the next string, and then it changes again on the next string. But with piano, it's like, oh, it's literally just repeated 100,000 times, just all laid out perfectly.
I think
You just have to play with two hands, but you have to do that with guitar.
I think you're right in a way.
I'll tell you why I'm right. Because Madeline, our friend Madeline,
Yes.
she's very good at piano, guitar, all this stuff.
Yes, very talented.
She said that, I'm pretty sure that she told me that it's easier to learn piano first because the theory is also...
First, yeah.
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 It's also
'Cause
just written out easily,
piano-
and you can play it fast.
Piano is like what other instruments are kind of built on. It's just laid out like, hey, here are the keys. Versus you got a trumpet and it's like, play this.
If I had a little...
Play this note.
But think about, you're so used to being able to play guitar. The mechanics. I'm trying to teach my nephew to play guitar, and it's hard.
Well, this is
because it's like his fingers and he's tiny. It's like, okay, here's a piano. Just start, and you can hear it.
In my mind, I have tried to learn piano and guitar was the one I was able to do, and I've put very minimal effort in both.
I think that's a you thing. I really do. I don't think that's normal. I think piano is easier to learn.
I think guitar is easier to fake.
Yes, and guitar is way easier to fake.
Maybe that's what I'm trying to say.
Because you just learn a couple things and you can play.
If you learn a couple of chords on the piano, do 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 do. Okay, but on guitar it can be.
Yeah, you're right.
And now you can play a worship song. You can be the belle of the ball.
Get all the girls.
But if you just sat there on a piano going,
yeah, you would look like an idiot.
Hey, can you actually do what I see normal people doing on a piano?
Yeah,
that's all.
That was
I mean.
A good assessment.
But you're probably right. If you were just going to sit down in front of one and learn the basics, piano is
100%.
better to learn first, for sure. This is the thing. I've been playing guitar for so many years.
You've lost perspective on it.
Yeah, but I don't understand notes and chords. I know what chords are which and what note is which, but I couldn't tell you how they work together. I don't know theory.
Yeah. I've tried to learn theory, and I'll tell you what, it's harder to learn the theory when you're looking at a guitar and the guitar strings. It's way easier looking at the piano.
I mean, they're both difficult, but 65% of people don't lie. 35% did.
No, which would you rather learn? They would rather learn
That's
piano
true.
because it's easier. We read this completely different. When I said which would you rather know, they would say piano because piano is easier to learn.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
All
Not
right,
that
fair
it's
enough.
harder and they're wanting to learn
Fair
it
enough.
instead.
Fair enough.
Guys, there's a huge disagreement. Comment below who you think is right. Here's the next question I came up with. Would you rather play on Survivor or on Big Brother?
Now, some people might not be as familiar with Big Brother, but both of these
Really?
are CBS shows. Yeah, well, they've both been on for 20 years, so maybe that's not even true.
They have
But
to at least know.
to this day, though, sometimes they say, have you watched Big Brother? And they're like the book? And they're not heard of it.
Well,
But anyways,
both encouraging and
Yeah,
discouraging.
that's what I'm saying. Survivor, everybody knows what Survivor is. But Big Brother is another CBS show that is a lot like Survivor, where people are getting voted out, but it takes place in a house over the course of an entire summer, so like 90 days. It happens live, so people can watch the live feeds and see what's happening in
Hence
the house.
the name Big Brother.
Before it happens on TV, you can actually see what is happening. So you can get, and I have in the past, I don't have time for this anymore, but you can get deep into the lore of this show, where like you can follow podcast recaps that are like, all right, here's what happened on the live feeds today. And so you know like 3 or 4 days ahead of time what's going to happen on the TV show.
Oh, I see. That's very interesting.
And it can be fun. It's a fun thing to do for a summer or two, like just follow every in and out of everything, every controversy, everything someone said that's going to get them canceled when they get out of the house. It could be fun. But Survivor is just on an island. Now it's not even 39 days anymore. It's like 24, 27. They shortened it.
Why?
I think they got so good at running the show because they do it. They always do it. You know how they used to change locations every season? Now they just have one spot they do it. And I think that show has become such a well-oiled machine. They're like, why would we spend 40 days out here doing this? We can do it in half the time. So that's what they do now.
They have one place they do it now?
Yeah, they shoot in Fiji.
That's surprising that they didn't do that from the start. I don't. Maybe the draw was to do it. In different places?
Part of it was like, now we're going to Africa, Australia. But at this point, they're just like, okay, well, people are here for the strategy, not the locations.
Well, yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
So, anyways, which one would you want to be on? I think I know my answer.
Me too.
I definitely know my answer.
I definitely know mine too.